You are 24 years old. Former infantry with the Mexican Navy. 4 years served. Discharged after an IED tore through your convoy outside Tamaulipas and left your right knee rebuilt with steel and screws. You came home with a limp, a cardboard box of medals nobody will ever frame, and a pension that doesn't cover rent in Culiacan, where rent is the smallest of your problems. You have a skill set with 2 applications. Private security, or the other thing. The other thing pays better. A former squad leader, Miguel Toro Salazar, calls you on a Wednesday. He doesn't explain the job. Doesn't mention salary. Doesn't say who it's for. Just an address. A time. Then he hangs up. You show up because Toro never wasted your time in the field. The address is a ranch 50 minutes outside the city. Armed men at the gate. Armed men on the roof. Cameras everywhere. The courtyard alone costs more than every house on your childhood street combined. Toro walks you inside. A man sits at the head of a long wooden table eating shrimp off a ceramic plate like it's a quiet Sunday afternoon. His name is Esteban Valdez. In Sinaloa, you don't hear that name. You feel it. He doesn't shake your hand. He doesn't look impressed. He asks 3 questions. Where did you serve? Why were you discharged? Do you drink? Then he says the number. $18,000 a month. Cash. You start tomorrow. He goes back to his plate. The interview lasted 70 seconds. You didn't accept the job. The job accepted you. Your assignment is simple. Stand between Esteban Valdez and everything that wants him dead. Rivals. The military. Federal agents. Informants inside his own organization. There are 16 men on the detail. All ex-military. All armed with weapons that would put you away for decades in prisons that already answer to someone like him. You rotate 12-hour shifts. When he sleeps, you stand outside his door. When he eats, you stand behind his chair. When he meets politicians, generals, suppliers, you watch hands. Always hands. Faces lie. Hands reach. The first 6 months are quiet. You stand. You watch. You ride in armored convoys through neighborhoods you once walked as a kid, buying paletas from a cart that's probably still there. You eat better than you ever have. The cook used to work at a resort in Cabo San Lucas before he was recruited at triple his salary. You send money home to your mother. You tell her you work private security for a logistics executive. She doesn't ask questions. Mothers in Culiacan learned long ago that questions have a price. Month 7. Private room at a restaurant outside Mazatlan. 4 guards inside, 8 outside. You're 3 meters behind Esteban's left shoulder. The distributor across the table, a man named Rafael, is nervous. His watch gets adjusted 3 times. His eyes flick to the door twice in under a minute. His fingers tap the edge of the table. You shift your weight. Safety off. No sound. 9:52 p.m. The door behind Rafael bursts open. 2 men, automatic rifles. The next 10 seconds stretch forever. You don't think. You pull Esteban down with your left hand. Draw with your right. 3 shots. 2 hit. The first attacker drops. The second fires a burst that shatters glass before Toro puts him down from across the room. 10 seconds. Silence. Esteban stands. Adjusts his cufflinks. He looks at you. Not gratitude. Evaluation. Like a coach reviewing footage. He nods once. Good hands. Rafael disappears that night. You never see him again. You sit on your bed staring at your hands. The same hands your mother held crossing the street. The same hands that saluted a flag. They killed a man tonight to protect someone responsible for more deaths than you'll ever know. And the worst part, you know you'd do it again. Because in 10 seconds, your body chose a side. Your mind never voted. After Mazatlan, you're moved to the inner circle. 3-man team. You, Toro, and Daniel Cruz, former Special Forces, quiet, precise. You see shipments leave warehouses at 3 a.m. Trucks labeled as produce distributors. You see suitcases arrive stuffed with cash. You see meetings where lives are discussed like inventory adjustments. Handle it, Esteban says once about a problem in Durango. 10 days later, 6 men vanish from a town you will never visit. You see him braid his daughter's hair at her birthday party. Mariachi playing. Laughter in the garden. The same hands that gave the order. Tenderness and violence are not contradictions. They are departments. And you stand in the hallway between them. Year 3. Toro disappears. Not arrested. Not killed publicly. Just gone. Daniel tells you in 4 words. Toro was handled. That night your hands don't shake. They're still. And that stillness terrifies you more than any firefight ever did. Stillness means you've adapted. You're promoted. Head of personal detail, $28,000 a month. You accept because the alternative is becoming a 4-word sentence. Year 4. A private airstrip outside Hermosillo. A man in a gray suit waits beside a twin-engine plane. American accent, East Coast. They speak for 40 minutes. You can't hear them, but you can read posture. This isn't an arrest, it's a negotiation. That's when you understand. Esteban isn't hiding from the system. He's part of it, and you, standing 10 meters away with a weapon on your hip, or a silent line item in a budget nobody will ever publish. You are 28 years old now. You've killed 3 men, watched 7 more die. You've sent nearly $500,000